Hello everyone, and welcome back. You're listening to a new English speaking episode with us.
Hi, I'm Mina. If you understand English but feel nervous when you try to speak, this video is for you.
Today, we'll talk about a very important idea. How to train your mouth and your brain to speak English more naturally.
You don't need perfect grammar or a perfect accent. You just need the right practice.
Before we begin, please like this video. Subscribe to the channel. And learn English with us every day.
Alright, let's get started.
Mina, many English learners tell me the same thing. They say, Daniel, I can understand English, but I can't speak.
Yes, I hear that a lot too. They can read English books. They can understand videos. But when they try to speak, their mind goes blank.
They know the words. But the words don't come out of their mouth.
Some people think, maybe my English level is too low. Others think, I'm afraid of making mistakes.
But the truth is, this problem is very normal. It doesn't mean you are bad at English.
It simply means you don't have enough speaking practice. Understanding English and speaking English are different skills.
If you only listen and read, your mouth stays quiet.
And when your mouth is not used to English, speaking feels slow and uncomfortable.
So the real problem is not your brain.
It's that your mouth is not trained yet.
Mina, when people can't speak English, many of them think the problem is their brain.
Yes, they think, I don't remember grammar, or I don't know enough words.
But very often, the real problem is the mouth.
That's right. Your mouth is not used to making English sounds.
Your brain may understand English, but your mouth feels uncomfortable.
It's like learning a skill only in your head, but never using your body.
When you speak your first language, your mouth moves easily and naturally.
But in English, your mouth needs new movements and new sounds.
If you don't practice speaking, your mouth stays weak and slow.
So this is not about being smart or not smart.
It's about training your mouth step by step.
And once your mouth starts to move, speaking English becomes much easier.
Now that we know the mouth needs training, let's talk about a very powerful speaking method.
Yes, this method is simple, but very effective. It is called shadowing.
Shadowing means you listen to English and speak at the same time, or right after the speaker.
You don't wait. You don't stop to think too much. You just follow the sound.
Imagine listening to a short English sentence. For example, today is a beautiful day.
You hear it, and immediately say, today is a beautiful day.
You try to copy the speaker's voice, their speed, their rhythm, and their pronunciation.
You are not studying grammar here. You are training your mouth.
At first, it may feel difficult. Your mouth may feel slow or tired.
That is normal. It means your mouth is learning new movements.
Another important point is this: you do not need to understand every word.
Yes, even if you don't understand everything, keep repeating.
Your goal is sound, not meaning.
Sound first. Understanding will come later.
You can start with very short audio. 10 or 20 seconds is enough.
Practice every day. Just a few minutes.
If you do shadowing regularly, your mouth becomes faster, and speaking feels more natural.
This is one of the best ways to wake up your English mouth.
Now let's move to the next technique. It is very easy, but many learners forget to do it.
Yes, this technique is about repeating simple phrases every day.
Many people think practice means long sentences or difficult expressions.
But your mouth does not need difficult English at first. It needs easy and familiar sounds.
Simple phrases are perfect for this. For example, I'm ready. I'm okay. Let's start.
You can say these phrases in the morning, during a break, or before going to bed.
The key point is repetition. Say the same phrase again and again.
At first, it may feel boring, but slowly, your mouth becomes relaxed.
You don't need to think about grammar. Just let the words come out.
You can also change your voice. Say it happily. Say it calmly. Say it slowly.
This helps your mouth connect English with real feelings.
When a phrase becomes easy, you don't need to think anymore.
It comes out naturally, like a habit.
This is how speaking starts. Not with long sentences, but with small, daily practice.
Simple phrases. Every day.
That is how you open your English voice.
Now let's talk about another very important habit.
Yes, this habit is simple, but it changes everything.
Speak English out loud. Even when you are alone.
Many learners wait for a partner, a teacher, or a class.
But you don't need anyone to start speaking.
Your room can be your English space.
When you are alone, there is no pressure.
No one is listening. No one is judging.
You can talk about small things. What you are doing. What you are thinking.
For example, I am making coffee. The water is hot. It smells good. You can also talk about plans. Today, I will study. Later, I will rest. Even very simple sentences are enough.
The goal is not perfect English.
The goal is to move your mouth and make English sounds.
At first, it may feel strange.
But if you do this every day, speaking becomes natural.
Your mouth becomes active.
And English starts to feel normal, not scary.
So remember, don't stay silent.
Speak out loud, even when you are alone.
So far, we talked about training the mouth.
Now let's talk about the mind.
Many learners think in their first language and then translate into English.
This makes speaking slow and stressful.
To speak more smoothly, we need to start thinking in English.
Don't worry. You don't need big ideas or long sentences.
Start with very small things.
When you see a cup, think, cup.
When you feel tired, think, I'm tired.
When you are cold, think, it's cold.
No translation. Just simple English words.
At first, it may feel uncomfortable.
That's okay. Your brain is learning a new habit.
Use only the words you already know.
Later, you can move to short phrases.
For example, I need water. I want to rest.
Thinking in English helps your brain work faster when you speak.
You don't stop to translate.
Your thoughts and your words become closer.
Little by little, English feels more natural in your mind.
This is how fluency begins. Now let's talk about something very important. How can English become part of your daily life?
Many learners study English only at a desk. One book, one notebook, 1 hour.
But English is not only a subject. It is a language for life.
You don't need long study time. You need English around you. For example, you can watch short videos in English. Just 5 or 10 minutes is enough.
You can listen to English while walking, cooking, or cleaning.
You don't need to understand everything. Just listen.
Hearing English every day helps your brain feel comfortable.
You can also change small things. Set your phone language to English.
Read simple messages, short news, easy stories.
Even English songs help.
The idea is simple. Bring English into your normal day.
Not only when you study, but when you live.
When English becomes familiar, your fear becomes smaller.
And when fear is smaller, speaking becomes easier.
You don't need to go abroad.
You can create your own English world, right where you are.
A little English, many times a day.
That is real immersion.
Now, let's talk about one habit That makes all practice work.
Yes. This habit is consistency.
Many learners think they need a lot of time.
But long study sessions are not always possible.
Sometimes people study for many hours, then stop for weeks.
This makes learning very hard.
A better way is small practice every day.
Even 5 minutes is enough.
5 minutes of speaking. 5 minutes of listening.
When you practice every day, your brain does not forget.
Your mouth stays active.
English becomes a daily habit, not a heavy task.
Small practice feels easy.
Easy practice feels comfortable.
And comfortable practice continues.
This is how progress grows.
Some days you may feel tired.
That's okay. Just do a little.
Don't stop completely.
One short practice today is better than nothing.
Day by day, your confidence becomes stronger.
Small steps. Every day.
That is the power of consistency. Now let's talk about something very important.
Yes. This is about your mindset.
Many learners don't speak because they are afraid.
They worry about mistakes.
They worry about their accent.
They think, my English is not good enough.
So they stay quiet.
But staying quiet does not help.
Your voice is important.
It is your English voice.
You don't need to sound perfect.
You don't need to sound like a native speaker.
Your accent shows who you are.
It shows your story.
The goal is not perfection.
The goal is communication.
If people understand you, your English is working.
Every time you speak, you become stronger.
Confidence comes from action.
Not from waiting.
So don't hide your voice.
Use it.
Respect it.
Celebrate it.
Now let's bring everything together.
Yes. This is the most important message.
Many learners think, I need to be ready before I speak.
They wait until they feel confident.
They wait until they know more words.
But speaking does not start that way.
The truth is simple.
Your brain follows your mouth.
When you move your mouth, your brain starts to work.
When you speak, your brain searches for words.
It learns faster.
It makes connections.
If you stay silent, your brain stays passive.
But when you speak, your brain becomes active.
Even if your sentences are short.
Even if you make mistakes.
Speaking tells your brain, English is important.
And your brain responds.
So don't wait to feel ready.
Speak first.
Your brain will catch up.
This is how real fluency begins.
We're almost at the end of today's episode.
Yes. And we want you to remember one thing.
You don't need to speak perfect English.
You just need to speak a little. Every day.
Train your mouth.
Train your mind.
And be kind to yourself.
English is a journey, not a test.
Start with one small step today.
Say one simple English sentence out loud.
And tomorrow, say it again.
If this video helped you, please like it.
Subscribe to the channel for more simple English practice.
And leave a comment below.
Tell us one English phrase you will practice every day.
Thank you for learning with us.
See you in the next episode.
Keep speaking. You can do it.